In this next example, I'm given a lake in the middle of three picnic areas, north, east, and south picnic areas, and a surveyor, someone who comes in to measure things to determine materials needed to build new objects, comes in and measures the angle at east picnic area to be 60 degrees, 71 degrees up here, and 150 is the distance between them. The question is, if we want to build a bridge from north picnic area to south picnic area, how long would it have to be? So that distance from north to south picnic area is really represented by side C in this case. So this is a problem where I want to use the law of sines, but right now I can't. The reason why I can't is because there is no matching pair of corresponding angle and side that's given. In this case, angle C, side C is an unknown amount. Angle A is given, but side A is unknown. Side B is given, but I don't know angle B. So right now, I cannot use the law of sines because, again, they rely on a ratio of a side and a corresponding angle. But as we saw in the first problem, you can solve for angles pretty quickly most of the time. I have two angles, solve for the third one by subtracting from 180. So I subtract 71 degrees and 60 degrees, and I wind up with 49 degrees. So that means this angle here, angle B, is 49 degrees. Great. Now I've unlocked it. Because I have angle B and the side opposite it, I can use those two measurements to set up a proportion and solve for, again, my missing side that I want to find here is side C. The ratio I want to set up, again, relates to angle B and side B because it's the pair. So I'm going to set up a ratio. Now, in my first problem, I set it up with the side length on top, like this. You can set it up either way, so I'll set it up with the angle on top this time, just to show that it works both ways. I'm going to use sine of 49 degrees over the side opposite it, which is 150. Equals, now I want to solve for side C, so I know I got to use angle C, which is 60 degrees. I've got my ratio set up. I have one unknown, so I can solve. In this case, my unknown's on the denominator, but that's okay. If it's not so easy to solve, you can just cross multiply all this, which means multiplying sine of 49 times C gets me just C times sine of 49. Notice I'm not typing anything in my calculator yet. 150 times sine of 60 degrees. Again, nothing typed in. I want to solve for C first. So to get C by itself, to isolate it, I divide by sine of 49 degrees. I've now isolated C, but don't forget you have to do it to both sides of the equation. Once you have C by itself, you can type this whole thing into your calculator. I didn't type it in early to avoid a rounding error because I don't want to round early in the problem. I want to round only at the very end. 172.124 meters long is the length of the bridge.